In 1824, the Champs-Elysées in Paris was paved with blocks of natural asphalt stone, marking the beginning of the history of modern asphalt roads. In the United States, such a coating was first laid in front of the City Hall in Newark, New Jersey in 1870. And if for the first 100 years only natural asphalt was used in construction, then since the 20th century, due to the growing popularity of cars, the demand for roads has also increased. This is how oil-based artificial asphalt concrete pavement appeared and asphalt paving technologies improved. Perhaps it was the development of roads that made the world as urban as we see it now. Has anything changed since then? We are on the verge of a new revolution, and we can see with our own eyes how the typical roads are changing right now. What is asphalt concrete made of? It is a mixture of sand, gravel, bitumen, and various mineral and polymer additives. So, over the past 100 years, all we have achieved is the creation of artificial bitumen to replace the natural one, right? Not at all. For instance, why spend money on the production of polymer additives when there are tons of plastic waste in the world that we don't know what to do with? You may not believe it, but until the early 2010s, no one came up with such an idea. It was then, however, that the Scottish engineer Toby McCartney, working in India, noticed how garbage collectors picked up plastic on the roads and then covered potholes with it, doused it with gasoline, and set it on fire. The plastic melted and filled in the bumps. Sure thing, this method cannot be implemented on an industrial scale. But this was the impetus for the creation of various types of mixtures from plastic waste that can be used as a replacement for bitumen. After all, both are hydrocarbons. Today, the MacReburr startup products replaces 6 to 20% of the bitumen in asphalt concrete, but they are even able to replace up to 50% of it. In addition to the benefits of recycling plastic, every ton of MacReburr mix rids the world of a ton of carbon dioxide that would be released during the production of bitumen. And it's already working. In the UK, there are about 24 projects with signs. This road is made from recycled plastic. No wonder, because every kilometer is 740,000 disposable plastic bags. And on the 700-meter section of the A709 Dumfries and Galloway, 2.3 tons of plastic, or the equivalent of 184,000 half-liter plastic bottles were used. Roads with MacReburr mixes are now being built from Australia to Dubai. The Dutch specialists from the Plastic Road Company went even further. They create roads made from 100% recycled plastic. Moreover, the raw materials are collected in the ocean. 2 pilot projects are bike lanes built from plastic roads blocks in Zwolle and Geithorn. In each pilot project, a ton of recycled plastic, or 218,000 plastic cups, were used. Creating each track reduced carbon emissions by 70% compared to the asphalt variant. Based on the results of the operation, we can say that such a coating can withstand the weight of not only pedestrians and bicycles, but also municipal equipment that is engaged in cleaning. The estimated service life is 3 times higher than that of asphalt. Both the composition and structure of the material eliminate the risk of cracks and gouges, therefore reducing the need for maintenance. Moreover, when the blocks have to be replaced, they can be recycled. But that's not all. Each block has a hollow design. This allows the installation of a stormwater drainage system inside right up to its filtration. Also, the coating is equipped with smart sensors that report about its condition. And plastic blocks are easy to install. The road can be laid in a matter of days. Since 2021, the industrial production of plastic roads pavement has begun. The first international project was also implemented, a pavement in a park in Mexico City. Now, plastic road products are widely used in the Netherlands, in the construction of pedestrian and bicycle paths, parking lots, and other facilities. But the project's creators are sure that their creation can also be used for highways. The only thing left is to wait for the first customer. But if plastic roads can still be called the optimization of roads from the past, then the idea of the Electrion startup represents the roads of the future. The European Union and many other developed countries have decided to convert road transport to electric traction in order to improve the environmental situation on the planet. But despite plans to phase out liquid fuel vehicles by 2035, the issue of infrastructure for charging electric vehicles and low battery capacity is still acute. An Israeli startup offers to charge vehicles directly while moving along the roads. Electrion was founded by Oren Azer and Hanan Rumbach in 2013, but it took 5 years to create wireless charging technology under the road. But it was worth it as the developed solution is effective and aesthetically pleasing. A system of copper coils is laid under the asphalt, which transfers electricity from the grid to the road due to magnetic induction and magnetic resonance. When cars with special receivers drive on the road, electricity is transferred directly to the engine and battery of electric vehicles. System management is carried out through cloud technologies. What is important is that each individual coil is activated only when a car with a receiver passes over it. Without it, the technology is completely passive and will never transmit energy or radiation to people or animals passing by. Most importantly, the technology is already really working in various projects all around the world. The pilot project was a 700-meter stretch of road in Tel Aviv, which charges an electric bus carrying students from Tel Aviv University to the nearest residential area. The project includes dynamic wireless charging while moving on the electric road, as well as stationary charging of electric buses to reduce downtime. There are other projects as well. For example, a 500-meter stretch of road in Karlsruhe, Germany, where electric buses with batteries with the supercapacitors are charged, as well as commercial vehicles. Or a test site 1 kilometer long in Italy called the Arena of the Future. Remarkably, the special copper coils here were installed in 2 working days by a local Italian team trained by Electrion. In addition, a section of the road was paved using 4 different types of asphalt to test the performance. Various passenger and commercial vehicles will be tested on this track. Even representatives of Maserati expressed interest in the tests. But so-called charging roads are not only a solution to the problem of charging. This is also a potential impetus for the development of commercial electric vehicles. After all, if it is possible to charge while driving, then the size of the batteries can be minimized, and the space freed up can be used to transport passengers or cargo. Sometimes roads are the solution, but sometimes they can also be a problem. Residents of every big city know that roads mean traffic jams. In 2017, Los Angeles was the city with the heaviest traffic congestion in the world. However, in 2021, it did not even enter the top 10 list. Thanks to a smart system that keeps all 4,400 traffic lights in the 469 square mile city in sync, the city implemented a system that controls all traffic lights, the first in the world. The system uses hundreds of cameras as well as sensors on the road that measure the flow of traffic. They feed the data to a centralized computer system that adjusts traffic so that the cars move as smoothly as possible, or drive faster. For example, if the system detects that a bus is behind schedule, it can give a green light early or extend it to help the bus catch up. Moreover, the system is constantly improving and expanding. It was first introduced to effectively host the 1984 Summer Olympics, but the system was able to manage only a part of the transport infrastructure. In 2021, the system was once again optimized, and again for the Olympic Games now in 2028. Modern cars have long been, so to say, smartphones on wheels, and soon they will also switch to electric traction. Although it may not be as noticeable, the roads also try to keep up with it. The roads of the future are already here. They use innovative and environmentally friendly materials. They are able to charge electric vehicles and even manage traffic. The main thing is that the development of all segments of the transport industry should be balanced, and very soon, probably trips along the public roads of big cities will no longer be tiring.